What an amazing day it is for XRP holders. Massive congratulations to you guys. What happened yesterday was huge news, not just for XRP, but for crypto as a whole. And who would have thought off the news of that, a pump to 80 cents, I think it went even higher, it went up to nearly 95 cents at one point, would result from just that news. No matter what you think of XRP, whether you're a believer or not, whether you think this pump is fake or not, it's an amazing day. And one thing we know for sure is that the XRP army stayed super strong the entire time. And as a result, they're now getting paid. And let's be supportive of that. Let's not make jokes about XRP. Let's not hate on XRP. At the end of the day, our fellow crypto trader friends, whether you're in it or not, they made money, and that's what we're here to do. And they made money against the market maker. So big congratulations to everyone who has a bag of XRP. I get asked about XRP on my TikTok so often. Literally every time I go live, I get asked what I think of XRP. My response is always, I don't care about it fundamentally, but it's worth having a bag if you can afford to. And that bag would have paid off today. But a word of warning, if you've been watching this channel for a while, then you will know fast move up, fast move down, consolidate to rebalance. The best way to play this is to take some profit at the top, put it back in if the market structure holds, and make more money on this move up here. So don't get too carried away. I know we all want to believe that XRP is going to single digits from here, double digits, triple, some even quadruple digits, but it never hurts to pay yourself. So the hard work is not done until you take some profit, and this is definitely a good area to do so. I'm not going to spend a lot of time charting this because there's no point charting a massive pump like that, but the hint was down here. This is a chart that I put in my investing channel in TTC Discord. So I don't talk about altcoins a lot on YouTube just simply because there's not a lot of time. And also for me, I prefer to just invest in altcoins in a bear market when I think they're bottoming out and we're potentially starting the move out of the bear market to eventually get into a bull market. Mind you, there is an accumulation phase in between that. So this was an area here that I had my eyes on for XRP. We're well and truly over 100% profit at this point in time. But if we have a look where XRP has stopped for the moment, this vector right here seems to be the area of interest. And that makes sense because that vector is just under the $1 mark. But the belief is strong. So if you're waiting for a pullback to buy into XRP, it may not pull back very far. Just be aware of that. If we go down to a smaller time frame and see what's happening, we're probably just consolidating. Yeah, we're just consolidating. It may not even pull back at all because the thing is, this move right here is only the US reaction. Now you need the rest of the markets to react, so we need Asia to react. UK would have been awake during the US session. So this could have been as a result of UK and US investors, but Asia needs to respond now, which they haven't responded. There's an hour till Asia closes and they haven't really done anything. So see what UK does. Just remember that today is Friday, trap move into the weekend day, but it could be that either we just don't have a typical model this week, or it could even be that the trap continues to the upside. So you really would have to play this on a smaller time frame. At some point in time, they will come back to recover some of these vectors. How many of them, we don't know. But when we go down even smaller, we're literally just in a board meeting. But again, Asia's doing what Asia's meant to do. Asia's holding a range. So the key is going to be to see what UK does in this, because as I said, it's Friday, and Friday is where the trap move gets set. But if you know it's a trap, you can trade the trap. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about trading XRP. I just wanted to congratulate everybody who has held throughout this whole time and who has kept a really strong community, because this pump happened simply because of the strength of the community. And at the end of the day, when you're a market maker or when you're somebody who trades with big money, you're looking for coins that have a strong community, because you know that community will pump the coin once you're in. This is exactly what happened. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin now, because Bitcoin had a breakout and a retest of the triangle that we talked about yesterday, which was here. And then it broke through all of the liquidation levels that we had in March. So I'm just going to get rid of a lot of those. But this was the key area here. Now, I've been talking about this level on this channel for a while now. I also posted about this level on my Twitter here on July 4th, where I said if Bitcoin can break 31.7 this week, then I'm bullish till about 36, then bearish to 24.6. It took longer than that week, and then I did this update last night saying that that still holds. So if you're not following me on my other social media, be sure to check the links in the description of this video to do that, because when I can't jump online and do a YouTube video, I would try to do updates either on my Twitter or my TikTok if I think there's something important for people to know. So this red zone here, that was at really super high 1 month liquidation level, and that came from high block. So right here you can see 31.7. If I zoom in on it, there's kind of two levels between 31.7 and 31.6, and that's what this whole zone is here. And also breaking above that zone was important because it was last week's high of the week here at 31.5. So we needed to get above that, and then we needed to also get above and close above this zone. Now we haven't closed, so we spiked it, come down from it, which this is the initial reaction. This is what you would expect to see, but then you have to see what happens there. What's the follow through? Do you get an M formation from there, or do you get another attempt at the zone that ends up pulling through? So it does look like we have an M formation here right now. I don't like that this candle right here isn't a stopping volume candle though. That would give me more confidence. I'm going to see if I can find it on another time frame. Oh, there it is. So it's on the 5-minute time frame. It's not that high volume, but it would pass this candle right here. In an ideal world, I would like to see that have higher volume. So that could potentially be the first side of an M formation. This inverted hammer right here would definitely be the second side. But the key from there is the follow through. If this is going to start to retrace now, then on a smaller time frame, we want to see price break the 50 EMA with volume. And so far, since that hammer, there's really been nothing. So this could turn out to be a false M. You're taking a risk to open up a short here. I'm long on Bitcoin and Ethereum. You guys should know that if you watch this channel for a while. I've been long on Bitcoin since 25K. So being in a position one way that is heavily in profit allows you to be aggressive and take more risk with positions the other way, as you're just opening them up as a hedge. Essentially, the hedge protects your long, meaning that, let's just imagine you're long from here, and currently this says 20.85. So let's just say you're in 20-to-1 risk to reward. Price has moved up 25%, and you want to hold on to it because you believe it's going higher, but you realize that price might retrace first before it does that. That means in this retracement here, you're going to give back 10% of your profits. And the thing is, you also might be wrong on that retracement. The retracement might be a reversal. So by opening a short position the other way, you're making profits as the short position moves down in price, so that what you're giving back on this long, you're making back on your short. And then if it doesn't bounce, you close the long, you take that final profit, and your short that is now here now continues on to be the trade that makes the massive move. So yeah, that's just a brief explanation. I go into a lot more detail into how to do things like this in the courses that I've created that are part of the monthly subscription. So if you're interested in learning how to do things like this, consider joining us. The link to our website is in the description of this video. It takes a long time to master, but I have made all efforts to go into massive detail on how to do that in our courses. But the point that I'm trying to make is that if you were to consider this to be an M formation where we are right now, and you were long, you would be able to take the risk on this, because worst case scenario, if you're right, what I just explained plays out, and if you are wrong, then this will fail. It will continue to move up. If it creates a higher high than this hammer, you just exit your short. You'll be out for less than 1% loss, obviously providing you calculated your risk correctly. But even if you get stopped out, because your stop would be above this wick, even if you get stopped out, whatever you lost on this trade, which again should be maximum 1%, you make up for it on your long position, because your long position is still open. So now if you want the safer option, if you're not taking a short position as a hedge and you want a safer option, I don't think I would short this M formation. I would rather wait for it to break the 50 with volume, because I'm unsure about it. Retest it, that's your entry there, and then you would expect continuation to the downside. So this here is the conservative way to enter a short position. It would be correct to assume that as long as we're above the 50 EMA, we should expect higher prices, because the EMA crossed here, it retested here, it held here, held here, held here, at this point in time is currently holding as well. So this may not be over. So shorting when the EM isn't perfect is a definite risk, especially shorting when price is still above the 50 EMA. Some liquidation levels above price if we do continue up higher. We've got 31,869, 32,000 is another large liquidation level. We've got 31,869 and 32,052. But let's have a look at Bitcoin on the daily, because now we should be entering or trying to enter the daily vector that I've talked about on this channel that we needed to get into. So see here, this is the last resistance. That's the weekly EQ at 31,807, and we haven't broken above it yet. So let's not get carried away. We really need to get into this vector zone right here. This has always been a level that I've talked about on this channel that I believed Bitcoin needed to get to as the next area of interest, and that is between 31,850 to 34,270. And we're not there yet still. So it could be, look, when you have a look at this, the model could complete very soon, because it's the W formation, rise 1, retrace, rise 2, retrace. We're in rise 3 now. So there's no guarantee that we're going to break 31.8. It literally could just be that we can't get into this and things get really bad from here. Now, I don't want that, but it's possible. It's great that we broke that high block liquidity, but we need to get back above it, and currently we're under it, which could be a signal that that's all the market maker wanted. So yeah, be careful. Friday trap move. It could be that things go terribly the other way. This is definitely an area I'm going to take some profits on that long from 25k and protect the rest of the trade at the very least. I also don't see a lot in high block above that as well. Like, so this here, the 31.7 really was the key liquidity. That's the bright yellow zone. When we go above, we're only into greens. We don't have a lot above there. So really this was the market maker's target. Let's have a look at the 12-hour, because we want to see how many people FOMO'd overnight off the news of the XRP and whether there's anything of interest there. We've got this level here at about 31,875. So that liquidity would have been created based off this. So that's probably 100x traders shorting this. Literally the very, very top. Their liquidation level is here. If price returns there, it's going to take out that. But so far, they're in the clear. So far, they've made the right decision. We just need to see if that 50 EMA gets broken with volume. We've currently got $15 billion worth of long positions at risk if price were to sharply move down. And we've got 633 longs to 191 shorts. Some large liquidation levels below the current price is 30,500. Closest to price is about 30,887. There's this one too. It won't let me grab it, but it would be this circle here. So that is about 31,062, which that's interesting, because that level right there would be a retest of the initial low of the day that was created in the dead gap zone today. So the other tricky thing too is that they could come down, take that, hold the initial low of the day, and continue up in UK or US. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky day to trade, guys. I think today is the day to take some profit, pay yourself, and have an amazing weekend. I don't necessarily think it's the day to be looking for trades. You also have to remember, like, I always think of big fast moves like this like running a marathon. You know, after you've run a marathon like this, you can't just go and run another one. Like, you need to rest and recover. You know, you need to have a day off and just kind of relax and chill for a bit. And that's usually what happens afterwards. If they drive it up even further, or they drive a big move down today, it's just a trap move into the weekend. So I'm not sure you really want to be part of it, to be honest with you. We've done good. We've done so good. Price ran up to the high of the week. It took out that liquidity. Like, it's just been an amazing week. I really encourage you to focus on what you've done, what you've gained, as opposed to what you should do next, because you're setting a trap for yourself. If you try to force trade anything now, you're just setting a trap for yourself, unless the move is ridiculously obvious, which, as I said, I don't like. There's not a stopping volume candle on the 15-minute time frame. Yes, it looks like an M, but also on the M, market maker usually shows up 3 times on the inside. Right side hasn't here, only only once here. Still holding 50 EMA currently. Market's extremely bullish. Sentiment is extremely bullish. Like, it's Friday trap. Like, how many more excuses do you want me to give you to just take some profit and be happy? So yeah, I'm not going to put any trades out there. I've given you some hints if you just really want to trade today, but I really think today's the day to close your trades. Share your P&L screenshots with pride and be happy. Be happy for the week that you've had, because if you can keep your mind in a state of gratitude as opposed to hungry chasing what's next, you'll end up getting more profits in the future, because when you stay in a grateful state, more good things come to you. But when you stay in a hungry, chasing, fear, FOMO, FUD kind of state, more losses come to you. But if you are going to ignore everything I just said and you're going to trade anyway, you may as well trade on OKX, because we've got the spin to win campaign going on. If you use the link in the description of this video, you can get access to a lucky draw. Let me show you how this works. So once you click on the link that is in the description of this video, you will be brought to this page. Just click on that Enroll Now button that you see, and then follow the instructions to set up a new account. Once you've done that, scroll down on this page and you will see the option here to have a spin. You can use just the one spin by clicking on the button on the left, and then that will give you a prize. Or you can click on the 5 spins on the right, and that will spin 5 times to give you a reward as well. And the more you trade, the more spins you get. So be sure to use that link if you're looking for an exchange to trade on and give yourself access to many free rewards. All right, very quick macro look at Ethereum. I don't want this video to be too long, but Ethereum, we have returned to this level once here that was created in the bear market. When we came down, retraced here to the 2147, we've returned here, but even on yesterday's move, we have not pushed through that level just yet. So that is the key if we're going to have continuation here. What I'm a bit weary about with Ethereum is that we've hit this level here at 1991 once, we've hit it again, and we haven't broken through. So let's mark out 50% of this vector right here, because this is the one that it's having trouble getting through. And what do you know? It's as if it was magic. 50% of that vector is this attempted hit here and this attempted hit here. This really needs to break above 2008, not just spike above, but it really needs to get right above it. If there is going to be any more move to the upside with Ethereum, we got to get out of this zone, then eventually break the 2147. On this move here, we can see that the market maker turn up 1, 2, 3 times. So it is an area for reversal. And that means that you drop down to the lower time frames to see if you're getting any hint that a reversal is actually going to come. There is nothing on the 1 hour. The 15-minute has this vector here that's created the initial high of the day. Not too bad. So in this case, what you'd be keeping your eyes on right now is to see if this comes down to start creating the inside right side of an M, then come back, potentially not get back above the high of the day from yesterday, which is 2017, or really anywhere. Just create a lower high that gives you a second side of an M formation, and then eventually breaks that 50 EMA with volume. If all of that happens, we're getting a retracement from here. If price only retraces and holds the 50 EMA, we may not get a retracement from here. So definitely a very, very early call. I'm not saying we are going down from here. I'm telling you what to look out for a sign of potential, at least pullback from here. And if you do get that information, it may come back to recover some of these vector candles right here. So keep an eye out on ETH. It is a good start to a setup right now. But again, got to remember the pattern, the levels, the timing. Those are the 3 most important elements to the method. And that means if you're considering timing, you have to understand that once UK opens, the market maker is setting you up into the weekend trap. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have an amazing weekend. Be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the links in the description of this video to learn how to come and join us and learn this entire method in full, and also grab those exchange links. If OKX is not somewhere you can trade on in your country, I do also have BitGet down below. Both of them give you permanent 15% discount off your trading fees. See you guys next week.